How cool would it be to remember every single detail of every day from your life? Just imagine, last year this time, you know exactly what you ate, what you wore, and who you talked to. While there's some people out there that can actually do this, they can remember every single detail of every day of their life. And I'm just fascinated by it because they have so much information that they're storing, right? Just think 1 year, how much information you learn in 1 year, how many conversations you have. That's so much information to absorb. Well, here's the thing. There is no way to ever use memory techniques to remember every single detail of your life and from every day. It's impossible. It can't be done. Now, the reason I bring this up is because I see people talking about it all the time, having discussions of, oh, what method would you use? Now, how can you do this? How can you remember every detail from every day? And they ask this time and time again, and at the end of the day, it's pointless. There's no reason to ever do this. Now, I'm not saying it because, I don't like the idea. I'm saying it because I actually tried to do it. And I came up with systems and methods to remember all the information. Right now, I can see myself in my language arts class talking to my friends, asking them, hey, on average, how many conversations do you think you have a day? What kind of information do you come across? And so, I was asking them to try to get the best idea in order to create the best systems and methods to actually learn all the information I come across per day. And the thing is, I never actually used the systems and methods I came up with because I realized something at the end of the day, and that is there is a limitless amount of information you can come across every single day because it's random. You don't know what's going to happen to you tomorrow, right? There's no way to account for it. You don't know who you're going to meet. You don't know what conversations you're going to have. So there's all this information that's kind of fuzzy because you don't know what's going to happen or not. So say, for example, you're talking to someone and when you're talking to that one person, that one exchange, you have 10 different conversations about 10 different topics. So now you have to remember 10 different topics and what you said and what the other person says. And just think if you met 10 other people and have the same amount of conversations. That's 100 different conversation topics that you're talking about. And you have to find a way to store all that information. But then you have to remember on the spot what they're saying, convert it to images, and remember it, but also pay attention to what's next. Because if you don't, you're going to forget it. And so it gets too complicated too fast because there's just so much information to remember. Because everything you see is a piece of information. So for example, there's a door over here, or this whiteboard, right? Those are all pieces of information. Okay, just like a digit, like 1075. They're all one piece of information for me. Now, if I want to remember every single thing that happens to me every single day, that's a lot of stuff. Do I want to remember my clothes I'm wearing? What do I want to remember in conversation? And if I want to remember it, do I have to pause it like, hey, hold on. Okay, let's continue. Right? So it's not really easy just to apply instantly. Of course, that's the holy grail of memory, but it's not there. And there's something people miss about this point, and they overlook it. It's probably the most important, and that is reviewing the information. That is crucial to make that transition from short-term memory to long-term memory, reviewing the information. Because take this for example. So say the first day you learn everything, right? And you're tired, like, oh, great, I'm going to review the information tomorrow morning. And so the second day, you review everything that happened from day one. Okay? So the third day, you review what happened day two, but also probably day one as well, or because you have so much information you're trying to remember. If you don't, it's going to fade away. And so you can see right away how the different days start stacking up really fast. And one day, it might take you a couple hours to go through all that information, to know exactly what it represents, and to know exactly what the images represent, to know all your different locations that you're using to make sure you're not missing anything. It might take a couple hours just to do that. So by the end of the week, 1 week, 7 days, it might take you hours upon hours. It might take you one whole day to go through all the information you learned, throughout the whole week. And so that's something people don't realize. You have to review the information, because if you don't, then what's the point of being able to remember what happened that one day just for 2 days later? No, you want to be able to remember it a year later, 10 years later. And that's when the years, it starts to stack up, the information you have to review. Of course, if you review enough, you make that transition to long-term memory. But at what point does that transition happens, it depends on the person. It depends on how many times you review. And so that just makes it impossible to actually try to learn every single thing that happens to you every single day. It's an impossible task. It cannot be done. And I'm the kind of person that likes to test the impossible, right? But I tried. I was like, man, there's just too much information. My system can't hold it. I'm going to need like 1,000,000 memory palaces to store everything. Because how am I going to remember, 100 different conversations? That means I'm going to need a palace or palaces with 100 different locations. That's for one day. So it takes 7 days. I'm going to need 700 locations. Take a month. And so, it just gets so complicated so fast. The amount of information just instantly jumps up. And so it's just something that can't be done. And the reason I am mentioning this is because there's some information that you might want to learn or that might seem interesting that could be a complete waste of time. Something like that is like memorizing 30,000 digits of pi. Pretty much a waste of time. I'm not going to try to break the record. It's all about seeing if you can do it or not. If you can memorize 100 digits, you can memorize 30,000 digits. It's going to take locations and a lot of review and practice. And so I just wanted to bring this to your attention because maybe you thought it'd be cool to use memory techniques to remember every single day of your life, every detail. And so you shouldn't do it. But I'm going to make a video later describing how you can remember important events in your life. Maybe it's every day, maybe it's every week, but I want to make a video showing you a method that's going to allow you to do that. So hopefully you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you next time.
Subscribe to my channel for more videos on memory techniques, how to do better in school, memory challenges, updates, and much more. Also remember to click the notification bell so you know when I upload a video. You can follow me on Facebook and Twitter. The links are down below in the description. You also can check out these videos. If you want to learn all the memory techniques and learn how to apply them to all sorts of information, or if you want to start competing in memory competitions, you can check out my programs down below in the description. Look forward to my next video and get ready to get the best memory of your life.